Hey, I'm JD. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and please hit a like. I got a sweater on today because I'm cold in my office. Cold. So what do I got here? I got a mechanical A458 stainless steel mechanical watch. This thing is a piece of crap. So I've got a nice strap on it though. So I think the strap is a piece of crap too. I'm not sure where I got this. But anyway, I think I got that from China. So the watch is a piece of crap. It's a winner, and it's usually purchased by losers. It does set, the time sets on it. So I pull this out, the time will set like this. And it's not bad, like the actual action is not too bad on this here. And the date will change on this. See if I can do this here. It's at 1 right now, so will it change to 2? There, something just clicked. It did it earlier. There, I heard a click. There we go. See, it's changing to 2. Watch. Oh, there it goes. Snap 2, 3. So it does change, but it's still a piece of crap watch. Now the problem is, I think it's wound up, but if you look at the rotor here, I'm going to turn the light off here so it doesn't. There is the balance in there, and it looks like it's jammed. So I'm going to very quickly take this thing apart and see if I can unjam it. Now, because it's a piece of crap watch, I'm not going to pay too much attention to accidentally scratching anything, because I think this watch is a POC. So size this up. There we go. Just take the back off. It just even feels like it's grinding. Oh my God. It feels like the brakes I had in a car years ago when I was a kid. But look at this. There's the, that is the rubber gasket. What's left over of the rubber gasket. What a piece of crap. It's got a viewing window here, but I'll bet you the slightest push on that and it comes out. So there's the movement right there. So the first thing, I get my fingers in there. So first thing I want to do is remove the stem. See if I can push this out and remove the stem. So I pull it all the way out to remove the stem. I'm not sure if that's the way this will work with this watch, but I'm not even going to get in close to this thing. There we go. So there's the stem. Set this aside, and it's pretty obvious how this thing is put together. So I think I can just pop this shell out like that. There we go, that's out. And now the watch is just sitting there. And the question is, can I get access to the balance? I think I can actually, without having to unscrew anything. I might just unscrew the rotor on this. Just because I'm a good boy, I'm going to use a piece of Rodigo to hold the rotor in place here. And see if I can unscrew the rotor. And I'm not leaning in close to this watch because I really don't care. If something were to happen to this watch, I'd probably pray. Holy shit, that's on tight. Maybe it's supposed to turn the other way. Anyway, it ain't working, so I'm just going to leave the rotor where it is. Now, it seems to have snapped out of the way anyway. I'm going to get a very simple movement holder to hold this. But I've got the hands here probably in the wrong position. So I'm going to just take this stem and jam it back in here. Like I said, I don't care at all about this watch. Come on. Maybe it won't go in unless I press this button again. Who knows? This is what you do when you don't care about a watch. This is how you behave. Oh, behave. Is that where it goes in? I think so. Oh, maybe it isn't. Where's 3 o'clock on this thing? There's where it goes in there. No wonder the hell. I wasn't sure what I was doing there. I was pressing it in somewhere. So it goes in here. I promise if you give me a watch to repair, I won't do this to your watch. I'm just playing around today. Really, I should get in a little bit closer here. I need to get in closer. I'll see you in a sec. Alrighty, I just jammed the stem back in, so now the time will set. So again, I do not, it looks pretty, but I do not care about this watch one friggin' bit. So I'm going to put everything at 12 o'clock. Now I can't put the seconds in at 12 unless I get this thing running, right? So what the plan is to very carefully, without marring anything, remove the balance, because I think that the roller jewel is on the wrong side of the balance. So I'm going to see if I can find a holder for this thing. So here I have a set of holders, generic watch holders. This is not my Myers number 58 watch holder, but this one here should probably work. These are actually good quality, but I love my Myers number 58, so that's a better holder than any of these could ever be. So I want to make sure when I put this in the holder, and I could take the movement out here, because I can see there's dial feet right here. But if you look at those dial feet, oh man, see those dial feet? They just look bent over, like jammed in there. So that's not the way you'd normally put dial feet on. So I'm hoping I don't have to even worry about the stupid dial feet. So what I want to do is widen this out and see if it's wide enough. If it's not, I'll grab the other one. I'll go one over. So is it wide enough? Almost. Yeah, I think it is. So there we go. I'm going to look underneath and see if there's any interference with hands. No, there isn't. Hands! So there's no interference with hands. I'm going to tighten it up a bit, but I don't care too much about this. And then I'll be a semi-good boy here, and I'll just take my my famous Bergeon stick, a 7010 stick, and I bought one from China that I had showed you, or had shown you. And the only thing I use a stick for, the only 50 things I use a stick for, is actually holding the balance down as I remove the screw. So there we go. The screw is removed officially. And put that out of the way and see if there's a slot. Look at that, they did leave a little slot in here to pop this up. And now that I've got it popped up, the real question here is, as I say, is what the hell is going on? I need two hands for doing this. I need one hand to lift this up and the other hand to move the balance out of the way. Let's see if I can do it this way. There we go. So what I want to do is see if the, I'll put this on attack, because again, I want to be a good boy here. And I really just want to see if the pallet fork goes back and forth. It looks like there is zero action on the pallet fork. So the question then is, can this watch be actually wound? I'm not sure about that, so I'm going to push the stem in some more, like that, and I'll rotate this a little bit to see if I can actually wind this watch. So if I can't wind this watch, I think I'm shit out of luck. Shit out of luck. And then it's just a dead movement with perhaps some spare parts. So I'm winding the watch right now. It seems to be winding. And in 2 seconds, I'm going to look at the pallet fork. The funny thing about these watches is that they are usually China-made clones of a better watch. So let me see if that... It actually looks like it wants to run, but it's not running. It is not running. Let me try some more. I'll wind it up a little bit more. It may be jammed in here. If that's the case, it's a write-off. because this movement is probably a $5 movement. I'm going in here and I'm looking at the yeah, it doesn't look like there's, doesn't look as though the power wants to be transferred from the mainspring through the center wheel, which is basically, the watch is probably a write-off. It's snapping back and forth now, but it gets to the point where it won't snap anymore. Which means something is going on. There, right there. No, it won't snap. I wiggle it a bit. Yeah, this thing is a write-off. So this isn't even worth maintaining. It's a piece of crap. So I'm just going to put the balance back in, and maybe at a later date, if I'm teaching a lesson on watch repair, I could use this movement as an example. So to put it back in place, I want to move it from this side here and just rotate this around like this. Like that there, and put the screw in very carefully. And this was a watch I bought, I think, probably 15 years ago when I first got into watchmaking, and I wanted to play around with watches. And I didn't want to buy anything expensive. I just wanted to fart around and make sure I knew what I was doing. It was actually more about the dexterity in my screwdrivers and doing all that kind of crap than it was about working with watches. So this thing is not going to work. It's a waste of time, but I'll throw it back into the, I'll throw this back in. Just pull this out. Throw this back into the case. Push down on that. Of course, I got fingerprints all over the place, but I don't really care. So there. So I've got this. The watch here would be cased like this. So if you had a proper casing tool, you would case it like that. And then the stem is here, so you could line that up like so. And again, you got to kind of play with this thing because it's such a cheap movement. To get this back together, it doesn't go back together easily. Just play with the wheel here and see if I can find home for this, because it should just go straight in. But if the squares on the stem don't line up with the wheels, it won't go in nicely. So I'm just trying to very carefully find home for this. Yeah, it's a personality. This thing's got a personality. Anyway, I'm going to end this video in 2 seconds because I'm getting frustrated. So this would be considered a parts watch. No need to go beyond that. There we go. And there it's in now. So now it'll actually wind, as you can see, like that. But this watch will not work because you would have to do a cleaning on it, and it's just not worth it because it's worth nothing. And this is the kind of watches that you're going to get cheap watches out of China. But you know, maybe good to practice on, practice your dexterity, practice stuff. I'm not going to bother putting in another gasket because that's a waste of a gasket. I'm even going to lick my fingers to put this back on because this is one of those finger licking watches. This is not even going to go on nicely. It's going to be a pain in the ass. See if I can just slip this on. Yeah, anyway, I was hoping I could get it ticking again, but I have no hope now at all. This seeming such a rough feel when you're screwing this back in. So this is a made in China winter watch, and it's actually a loser. So I put it back together. The time will set on it now, like that. It has a nice face on it, but it's a piece of crap movement. So that's it for this video today, and we'll just call this the winner that was a loser. The winner that's a loser. Let me just pull this out so I can get a good 10 after 2 on it. There's the time. I think that was the Timex, or was it 10 to 2? 10 after 1. Good enough. So thanks for watching my channel again, and please subscribe. Please hit a like.